When it came to this structure right here, I really wanted to show y'all every bit of this so that you could understand from your perspective how these individuals couldn't have built this, you know. I explained the 32 elevators. I'm going to show you the whole entire construction in a second. Before I show you that, I'm going to actually show you the lie they made about this spire right here. They made a big lie about this because they couldn't explain how this massive structure ended up on top of here. So I'm going to show you the bullshit illustration construction photos like I do in every video to show you how they just lie to you about everything. All right? And then after that, I'm going to show you a depiction 3D so you can see this building in 3D. And I want y'all to ask yourselves, did y'all really think some white NPCs made this building in 1928 in 8 months? Honestly, white people. Before I get into the BS construction photos, you see these right here? Look at how intricate the windows are. Let me show you what that looks like from the inside. Isn't that just cool? But just look at the formation. You've seen that before. Do you see that? Do you see the alchemy here? Do you see that? Is this what you guys are doing in 1928? You guys did this geometric formation on the window. Why? Interesting. That's not the same. That looks like the top of the spires in like India. Look at that area right there too. Hold on a second. I don't see that area here on this building. I'm just trying to figure out these areas right here that don't exist on the other building. All right, let's keep it moving. And I'm showing y'all this so, you know, if y'all catch something that I don't catch, let me know. Yo, look at this bullshit illustration they came up with. They came up with this BS illustration to try and tell you that this is actually what they took and they put on top of here. I just showed you the structure that was underneath this on here. So how are you telling us you added all this stuff on here? How? At what point did you build that? Look at this BS illustration of this construction photo. First of all, if you look right there, that's supposed to be a platform. So supposedly they crawled all the way up here. Ain't no crane or nothing. They crawled all the way up here. And then somehow they built this whole entire structure. Look, they built this whole entire structure. And there are people right there. Watch this. What? That's the zoom in of that photo. Look, those tiny little people here. There's supposed to be construction photos of them working, and then they're like, yo, we're just gonna draw the position to lift completed spire into place. We're gonna draw it there. If they see this, they're gonna believe we built it. Look at this. Yeah, a guy sitting there with a suit, with a hat on his head. Look, becomes gin pole. This is the mass, and this is supposed to be another depiction of the quote-unquote construction photo. Notice, ain't nobody ever in there doing any work. I also want you to tell me, how y'all got all the way up to here? You're up here, and then you built some platform up here, and then you supposedly took this structure and lowered it down. And their story is, the big thing is, he waited to the last minute. At the unveiling, he waited to the last minute, and then he dropped the big shiny spire on it. That's their bullshit story. Does it look like there's no crane? There's nothing that can even get up here. You can't build this. Go ahead. I mean, take all the time y'all need. This is the whited out sky construction photo. Remember, they did this in 7 months. 11 months minus winter. So they did this in 7 months. So I mean, I don't know, man. 4 million bricks, 32 elevators. Wouldn't you be working around the clock? Where are the construction guys? White NPCs. Where are they? Free masonry. Yeah, I know. They're the same. You go watch all my videos. They're always the same. An illustration, the sky is whited out, nothing's in it, and you got all this BS and scaffolding, all this stuff sticking out all over the place. What is that? Seven months. 7 months. Let me just show you all these BS construction photos. Look at that. BS. No worker trucks, no nothing. More BS construction. How are you doing construction up there when you just told us you put the spire on last? Make it make sense. Why did you tell us these white NPCs were the ones responsible for building the skyscrapers when they're Tartarian? They're obviously Tartarian. Get rid of this classic BS of these guys on their lunch break doing. That's a whole bunch of white superiority bullshit. Look at this. Fake. Again, they said they put the spire on at the end last in one whole piece. Why did you put all this bullshit scaffolding there? Again, lying. Alright guys, enough of the bullshit. Let's go find out how this building was actually made with 32 fucking elevators. Okay, this is the Chrysler building. I just want you to look at the construction of this building. Supposedly this building was designed by this guy, Chrysler, yada yada. They want to tell you that he designed this structure here. The structure stands at about 1,000 feet, if I'm correct. What we didn't notice here, 1,000 feet. What we didn't notice here is this extra thick parts around here. This is almost like 2 buildings worth right here before you even get to that part. Has 77 floors. The first floor has 3 entrances that it comes in on in the lobby. There's gift shops and stuff on the first floor. As you go up the building, as you can see here, those floors are going to be bigger, but then they're going to start to get a little bit smaller. This is the 4th floor. This building is going to get more intricate as it goes up, meaning every floor is not the same. They keep changing. This is floor 42. Does that not look like a computer chip? When you get up to here, these are in the formation of flowers. These are stacked computer chips inside of this building. Look at that. Okay? Now, let's go inside and let's get a 3D image on how they put these elevators in there. 32 elevators in 1928. 32! These things span all the way up and they go to multiple parts of the building. They have a staircase on every single side of the building. Does that not look like a DNA helix? Then they break down how they used all this steel and 4 million bricks when I already told you it would take you about 3-4 years to do 1 million. So y'all would need like 10 years to lay 4 million bricks. Then they talk about the spires right here. Then we're going to drop on down to these. They're going to say, oh, this is a rendition of the Chrysler emblem. No, it's the wings from Mercury's helmet, you lying motherfuckers. Then they want to talk about the nodes over here. Oh, it's off the Chrysler building. We put those nodes sticking out. Stop lying, man. This is an energy device. Stop playing with me. Y'all didn't build this building in 1928 in 8 months with African marble, 32 elevators, a black guy downstairs, and black deities all over the elevator door. The Chrysler building runs on Mercury, or it used to, before the NPCs took it over. Could this be the reason why the sign for Mercury is seen in many ancient alchemist drawings? Not only drawings, it's all over our buildings. Another depiction of the pineapple in Alchemy. But when the mind is blind, The eyes can't see.